Hello and welcome dear learners to the NPTEL course on Healthcare Quality Management, Infection Control and Patient Safety. In continuation with the first module of Foundation of Healthcare Quality and Infection Control, we would be discussing in today's chapter 7 the Quality Tools for Continuous Improvement Part A. We find here that the healthcare is a basic need for everyone. As the population grows, the number of patients is increasing, but the number of hospitals and healthcare workers is not growing at the same speed. Because of this gap, the patient have to wait at many stages of the treatment. The demand is higher than the supply. So the quality and speed of care is getting worsened. More medical errors are happening. Costs are going up and patients are not satisfied. The best solution is to make every step in the healthcare faster and better, so more patients can be treated with same number of resources. How can it be done? This can be done by improving healthcare processes again and again, using special methods and tools. So there is a lean healthcare as a concept. So what is a lean? Lean is a method used to manage work in a simple and efficient way so that high quality services are delivered on time and at low cost. The goal of lean is to reduce waste, improve speed, and create value for both patients and the organization. Is it applicable in healthcare? Yes, it is very much applicable in healthcare. The idea of lean started in the mid 1980s in the United States, inspired by working practice of Toyota in Japan. So why lean in healthcare? What is the need of lean in healthcare? In the recent year, healthcare costs have been rising steadily, becoming more complex and intricate. Due to this complexity, healthcare operations need many skilled professionals, expensive diagnostic machines, complicated process to ensure quality and safety. So the healthcare sector faces growing pressure to use resources more efficiently, lower cost and improve service quality. In this complicated system, people often have to step in, making last minute changes and becoming skilled at firefighting. So you can understand the intricacies like how a healthcare employee goes through. Doctors and support staff in the healthcare constantly strive to meet the patient's expectation. But the customers are frequently dissatisfied with the quality and speed of the health services they receive. So lean thinking in healthcare is not just about cost reduction, as we more work on reducing the cost, nor but efficiency or staff cut. So then what it is? It is about improving safety, quality and timeliness of the healthcare by applying a series of continuous improvement. The continuous improvement in the processes, in the people and the culture. So lean processes can be delivered by various ways. Better quality outcomes, increased customer satisfaction, improved working condition for the staff, and ability to treat more patients with same resources. So these are the commonly used lean tools in the healthcare practice. Value stream mapping, 5S, Kaizen, visual management, the 7 QC tools, the quality control tools, JIT, cellular layout, and Pokayo. So you'll be finding all these tools which are listed over here for the lean are more working on the waste and the opportunities for process enhancement which is mentioned in the value stream mapping. In the 5S, we more establish a clean, organized and efficient workplace that serves the foundation for the lean practices. In the Kaizen, we try to continuously step in promoting, step by step improving the engagement of the staff in involving this problem, reducing the inefficiencies. Visual management enhances the operational visibility. It helps in monitoring the performances and reducing the waste. The 7 quality tools utilized for systemic problem solving. It has the base of data analysis, identifying root causes and guiding improvement initiatives. These are the core things which we learn in quality tools. JIT more focuses on smooth workflow, minimizing the inventory, removing delays or excess production. Cellular layout sees on organizing workstation to streamline the flow and minimizing the movement and shorter the process cycle times. Pokayok prevents human errors by introducing simple mistake proofing mechanism in the process. How is the application of lean concept in healthcare? The lean idea first worked well in manufacturing and was later used in service field like healthcare. So it is not aloof to say that lean is not applicable in healthcare. When applied in hospitals and clinic, it helped improve quality, safety and timely services. It supports a better quality of care, faster services and reduced costs for hospitals. The main result seen in healthcare is in more capacity to handle the work, lower cost of operations, better satisfaction among the staff and the patients, stronger leadership and better decision making in the organization. So, lean encourages regular improvement in daily work at every level of healthcare. It helps users people's skill, knowledges, technology and empathy in the best possible way, which is very important in healthcare today. India, as you know, is becoming a major place for medical tourism. We see lot of scope for medical tourism in India. So lean healthcare can build a trust among the patients coming from India and other countries. We may have medical tourism from domestic sets in our own country and the other countries also. So what are these lean principles? Lean principles specify value of each type of health services as defined by the customer. Identify and map the value stream that creates and deliver value. It makes the value flow towards customer by eliminating non-value added steps, which is very important. Let the customer pulls value as per his or her requirements, as it is very important to focus on this aspect. The fifth principle is more on pursuing the perfection. Always and always we try to move towards the perfection in the above four steps by continuous improvement. So you have to think all align of all these four steps, and the fifth one is moving towards perfection and meeting the entire gamut. So there are lean results to be aimed of. Yes, the aim of lean is not only to remove jobs, but to remove waste and activities that do not add value to the hospital or healthcare organization. Always it is thought that when there is a quality or quality initiatives, most of the time people think that their jobs will go. Every time the organization is expecting for perfection. And with perfection, there is always a removal of waste. So it is not a waste removal of human beings. It is more about the activities that do not add value to the hospital or the healthcare organization. In the healthcare, when lean is used in the right way, what does an employee does? It helps finding extra capacity in the same hospital setups. The employee doesn't have to worry about what the lean will be doing it. So this means what? This means can treat more patients with same staff and facilities during normal working hours and at lower cost. So here we can emphasize and say that even lower cost is also aligned with all the other things that we are doing with lean. So these are the best lean results that we can acquire. So results seen after using lean in hospital includes. So it is being said that what are the results? What are the results for lean in hospitals? So lean has this enlisted results in the hospital. Faster MRI test and 20% more patients scanned. What do you require more? 30% less waiting time for the x-rays. Lower overtime cost in the laboratories by testing samples one by one instead of in a group, which creates a lot of hassles. Better use of medical machines through regular care and checks. Less walking for support staff by planning the hospital layout in a better way, which is very important now to build our hospitals in this line. Or put some re-engineering solutions to improve them. Fewer medical mistakes by checking simple checks to prevent error, which is very important to imbibe a culture of lean in the organization. 25% more free space for cleaning and organizing with FIRE's tool, which we have seen how it helps actually to give you the best of the best results. Lower stock of medicines in the pharmacy with the help of Kanban system, where your pharmacy can efficiently work if they imbibe these principles. Lesser stress on doctors and staff due to clear and standard work methods. More operating rooms ready for use by changing setups quickly between surgeries, which is very important that you can work on the lean through this. Then comes the next discussion on value stream mapping. In healthcare or hospitals, the workers perform three kinds of activity. Those are value adding activities, incidental activities, and non value added activities. So, how are these listed as? So, value adding activities, these activities are directly helping the patient to get better. It is more focused on the patient feeling comfortableness or be satisfied. What are the examples of this? Test, diagnosis, treatment, and nursing care are the examples. Incidental activities. These do not help the patient directly but are necessary for the hospital to function. So, you call them as incidental activities. What are those? Accounts, hospital security, buying, supplies, and two other activities that a hospital performs actually are incidental activities. Non-value added activities. Such activity exists in the hospital? Yes. These do not help the patient or the hospital. So they are called as non-value added activities. What are those? Patient waiting too long, moving bed without reason, unnecessary test, unnecessary medicine, and too many things. So these activities are seen as a waste, and it is called in Japanese, that is called as muda. So this muda is the one where you have to work on reducing it. So in almost every healthcare process or hospitals, all the three kind of activities take place. Sometimes without people noticing also. And sometimes you may find they are going it very finely and you will not be able to notice it. The main aim of value stream mapping is to find 7 types of waste in the healthcare processes. So you need to concentrate on the 7 types of waste. Value means a service or product that meets the patient need at the right cost and time, but it needs to be decided by the patient. So to make a value more imbibing, actually it is more that the patient decides it. So value means a service or a product, that too according to the patient's need. So what is then the waste, which is very much to be discussed over here? Waste is defined as any business activity that absorbs resources but does not add any value to the customer. So you may find it's like an equation. You may see that there is no customer as such who is getting the value. It is where only the business activity is absorbing the resources, using the resources, but there is no value addition. So when there is no value addition, that is called as waste. And we need to work in the lean philosophy on reducing the waste or removing the waste. So value stream mapping is a tool used to evaluate the healthcare processes. First, we need to emphasize on evaluating the healthcare processes. What does it involve? It involves the stakeholders, might be the hospital employees, patients, patient relatives, the other sets of non-clinical, clinical, all those employees. Working with a lean expert to create 3 key documents. So do you require a patient also? Yes, if you can increase actually the involvement of the patient, they also can participate actually to get an onus of removing this waste. What are the 3 key documents? Current state value stream map. This map shows the existing process for patients from the moment they arrive in the hospital until they leave. It identifies the measures the waste produced throughout the entire healthcare process. The current state of value stream mapping helps find opportunities for improvement. Future state value stream map. This highlights and this map outlines the design of an improved process for a period of not less than 12 months or another specified time more than that. It focuses on implementing improvements using lean tools and techniques. Value stream improvement plan. So, what is this plan about? This plan outlines the actions and schedule for project teams to achieve the goals set for the future state value stream. Are there any benefits for value stream mapping? Yes, it is. It helps in healthcare staff see how the entire process affects the patient. Everyone involved can agree on the flaws in the process and the amount of waste produced. So you can get entire mapping of the complete process. It helps identifying opportunities for improvement. It fosters agreement among everyone involved to make changes that remove the source of the waste, which is very important to be emphasized over here. So it creates a plan to improve processes and increase customer value by eliminating the waste. Next comes the Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese word that means continuous improvement or change for the better. So you are moving towards better, better, and better. So it is a method designed to support steady improvement at all level of an organization, where you cannot say that these are the processes which are aloof or these are the processes which cannot be touched by Kaizen, including the frontline workers, managers, and doctors. The goal is to create more value with less or no waste. So we are thinking in Kaizen about improving the value, adding the value, giving more value, make the workplace more better, and keep processes stable through standard practices. So likewise, there is an emphasis on standard practices to be developed as. Kaizen uses a simple way to manage cost by focusing on reducing waste. What is this called as? Muda. We have studied about this previously also. It encourages the constant improvement by finding and removing waste at the actual place where work happens. And this is known as Gamba. Okay. So Kaizen focuses on small daily changes rather than the bigger changes that happens once in a while. So you don't expect that. You try to focus more on the small changes. It works well for an organization that want lasting improvement. And healthcare is the one organization which we expect that there should be continuous and lasting improvement through teamwork and involving employees in problem solving. It cannot be done by one single person. It cannot be done by a group of people. It is by involvement of everyone in the organization. The principles of Kaizen. Employees know their own job best and are the most valuable part of the organization. So you need to imbibe this, that the employee has a value and they are the value part. Lasting success comes from steady small improvements and not just big changes occasionally. So don't try to put in the mind of the employees when you are seen as a quality manager that you ask them for some big change. Something which is drastically changing everything in the organization, in your organization, is more one seeing a picture of a quality. No, it is a small improvement that will give a more value. Improvement should be based on data and proven solving exercise. So the problem solving and data are to be collected, are to be captured, are to be safely stored, and you need to work on those data, which is very important for quality personals. Teamwork is important likely, and as usually it emphasizes that everyone needs to involve in the task where it should be help improving each other. not that the team is just only meant for the team purpose. Okay? So employees should learn Kaizen methods and work towards improvement goal every year. So you need to teach them the skills, the techniques, and the principles of Kaizen. And so wise you need to develop a culture of Kaizen. When does it become a Kaizen? And how can you say that, oh, this is what a Kaizen is? Kaizen ideas are put into practice. Likewise, the good ideas are put. Small amounts of time and money are used effectively. Problems and delays, the bottlenecks, we can say, are found and fixed because you encounter a lot of bottlenecks in the healthcare system. In hospital, you may encounter few or more bottlenecks. Work processes are checked and reviewed often. So it is very important for an employee actually to work on this part. Kaizen ideas are used every day by the team. It is not that you have a perfect occasion or a day or a time. Leaders and managers who are involved need to support and take part in the improvement work. So there is a leadership expectation also that they should help the employees or even the top management. So these are the two essential elements of the Kaizen where you can see the improvement part over here, making positive changes that lead to better results. And on the other part, that is the continuity, which is keeping up the process over time and staying consistent. How to conduct Kaizen? There are three phases, out of which the first phase focuses more on the preparation part. The second is more on the implementation part. So appoint a Kaizen coordinator with help from a Kaizen expert or a consultant, which is the very first requirement you need to emphasize on. Communicate with the organization about the event that you will be taking up. Select the area or the process to improve it. Likewise, one department or four departments or entire hospital. Choose a problem to tackle at a very start. Assign a team leader for the Kaizen project. So it is asked that to take Kaizen as a project. Select team members from different departments to understand, to learn, and to likewise take the same steps in their own department. Train the team on Kaizen methods, get the area ready for the activity, and schedule the Kaizen event. So the preparatory phase emphasizes of all these steps. The phase second is implementation. Orient the team, define the objectives, procedures, assign roles, and set the timelines. Timelines are very, very important. Next is understand the current process. Observe operations, create a current state, process map, and gather relevant data. Next is developing the countermeasures. Analyze the data, find the root causes, and design the clear improvement plans. And finally, in the implementation, it comes with making improvements, apply countermeasures, check outcomes, and standardize successful practices. And so where the phase second will come to an end. The phase 3 and the final phase is the presentation part. How to present the results, how to present the successes of this Kaizen. Present the results of the improvement activities and you will find great improvement. Celebrate the success of completion of this Kaizen event, which is very important. Follow up to make sure new standards are upheld and included in the daily operations, which is very important. Share the success stories with all the members of the organization. Always as a leader, you should always try to say that the successes are by all and the failures are by you. So that will motivate your employee to take this activity ahead. So in summary, I want to say in this particular chapter that lean healthcare focuses on improving healthcare processes by removing waste and making more work efficient. So you will be able to show that how your work has been so efficient, how your organization has developed a lot with this lean healthcare. Imbibing the philosophy of lean healthcare, your hospital can focus and show that there is a great sort of an accountability. It helps hospitals to do more work with same or fewer resources while improving the patient care. So in lean healthcare, the patient is being seen as a customer and value is being seen on based of the patient's need. Where you find the focus is more on the customer's need, the patient's need and the improvement of according to the need of the patient. So lean aims to reduce delays, errors and unnecessary steps in the healthcare processes. Value stream mapping is used to study current processes, find waste and plan better future process. It creates three main documents: current state map, future state map and improvement plan. Kaizen means continuous improvement and involves small steady changes made daily. It focuses on involving all your staff, doctors, nurses, managers and improving work and removing waste. Kaizen principles rely on team, database decision, employee improvement, and regular review, which is very important for every organization. No doubt, as I said, leadership support, staff training, active participation are the key to the success of Lean and both Kaizen. Thank you. Thank you very much.